Welcome to Jas Anime Commentary. Hey guys, I'm Jas, a Japanese anime fan. In this channel, I share the cultural details and historical background of my favorite anime that most people outside Japan might miss. I hope this will help make your anime experience richer and more fun. By the way, this video includes some spoilers, so please be careful. Today we're looking at episode 4 of the Elusive Samurai. Sadamune appears. Here's a quick recap. So after betraying the Hojo and joining the emperor's side, Takauji Ashikaga became super popular, even among the nobles. And for the new ruler of Shinano province, he chose Sadamune Ogasawara, a samurai with sharp eyes, incredible archery skills, and huge ambitions. For context, Sadamune's promotion to governor of Shinano was huge. Suwa was located in Shinano. He's like being a state governor who's also good enough to play in a professional sports league. Pretty insane, right? Right after arriving at Suwa Grand Shrine, Sadamune basically goes, "Alright, from now on, you guys work for me. And if anyone's hiding Hojo survivors, you're done." Not exactly a friendly introduction. Then, this guy suddenly crashes Suwa Grand Shrine's archery event called Inuoumono. And it says, "If I win the contest, don't you dare stop me from hunting down the Hojo survivors." But Yorishige, the head priest, turns the crisis into a chance. He secretly sends Tokiyuki, still hiding his identity, to join the same game. While Tokiyuki training in martial arts, Yorishige tells him, "Watch and learn. This guy's archery skills are real." So yeah, what's gonna happen in this insane showdown? Stay tuned. Commentary and play-by-play by Moritaka Suwa of Suwa Grand Shrine. Before we jump into this episode, I think some of you are wondering, wait, what's going on in this story again? That's totally fair. By episode 4, it's easy to forget how we got here. Actually, there's a lot of history behind the fall of the Hojo clan. But the anime skips almost all of it, so let me explain the background really simply. Japan has had emperors since ancient times. They were the official rulers, and nobles supported their politics. But when wars happened, they relied on samurai to fight for them. Over time, the samurai became more powerful. By the 13th century, the samurai held real political power, almost equal to the emperor's authority. And their government was based in Kamakura, the place where the Hojo clan rose to power. Eventually, those samurai started interfering with the emperor's politics, even deciding who should be the next emperor. The emperor at that time, Go-Daigo, was furious. He's like, "Excuse me? You're just soldiers. Who do you think you are?" So he raised an army and shouted, "Let's destroy the Hojo clan in Kamakura." The Hojo, of course, sent troops to crush him. But the commander they sent, Takauji Ashikaga, betrayed them. He switched sides to help the emperor, which led to the fall of the Hojo clan. And back to this episode, the nobles were like, what if Takauji turns out to be wild or power-hungry? But he doesn't really care about promotion, so they think he's a good guy. That's how it all came to be. Okay, so there's this one scene at Suwa Grand Shrine where Sadamune says, "I didn't bring gifts as I came in a hurry. Please accept this deer as a symbol of my generosity towards Suwa Myojin." Myojin basically means God, by the way. And then he shoots the shrine maiden's ear. At that point, I was like, okay, this guy's the worst. Do I really want to keep watching this? Anyway, it seems like he's making a reference to Suwa Grand Shrine's real-life festival called Ontosai, which includes a ceremony involving deer offering. This festival is held to pray for a good harvest. In the past, they used to dedicate 75 deer heads, and there were always one deer with a tall ear among them. So Sadamune is saying this. Nowadays, they don't use real animals. Instead, they place taxidermy as a symbolic offering. The key theme in this episode is definitely Inuoumono, a traditional horseback archery competition among samurai. In the game, players shoot arrows at running dogs from horseback to earn points. This was actually a real event practiced in that era. To be honest, this episode left me with a lot of questions. I'm still trying to process it myself. The arrows used in Inuoumono were kaburaya, special arrows designed not to kill the dogs. But in reality, many dogs still got injured or even died if they were hit in the wrong spot. As a modern viewer, it's really hard not to feel bad for them. But from a historical perspective, the samurai class was still new back then, and their sense of ethics was totally different from ours. For samurai, Inuoumono wasn't just a cruel game. It was a way to learn proper behavior in battle, how to fight with discipline and follow a strict code of conduct. The Ogasawara clan, where Sadamune comes from, later became famous for formalizing this samurai manner in real history. The way of the bow, the horse, and even etiquette itself. So honestly, seeing Sadamune lose in this episode made me think like, this Matsui sensei have some kind of grudge against the Ogasawaras. I'm still not sure how I feel about showing a scene like this in Shonen Jump, a magazine that anyone can pick up. But as a rare depiction of real samurai culture, it's definitely a new one. If you know more about this tradition or have thoughts on why Matsui sensei chose to include it, please share in the comments. I'd love to hear your take. By the way, there's this scene where Sadamune joins the Inuoumono event without permission. After shooting, he turns to the judge and asks his ranking, and then the judge says he's in the first place. Then Sadamune smirks and goes, "Does it come as a shock to you that a surprise contestant manages to take the first place?" While literally bulging his eyes out. In Japanese, he says, "I doubt my eyes." This line is a pun. You use this phrase when you see something unbelievable, but in this case, he didn't see it, he heard it. So, it's basically a Sadamune-style dad joke. He's showing off how confident he is in his sharp eyes. And that's episode 4. What's considered good or bad really changes depending on the time and the place. What feels completely normal to us might be not normal in another era. And in places we've never known, people live by their own rules and values. So trying to portray a world with such different morals and common sense and still make it work as a Shonen Jump manga, that's honestly a huge creative challenge. Next time, we'll look at episode 5, setting a score, a dog shooting competition, and then... The title sounds simple, but trust me, there are plenty of surprises waiting for you. If you had fun with this video, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. And I'd love to hear from you. What scenes do you want me to explain, or are there other anime you'd like me to cover? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.